So finally recording myself for the book opinion, and it's for the first time. So just bear with me. And I would ask you to imagine some unthinkable things, like imagine if you are resigned your job and you are broke. You can't even pay your rent. And then comes your uncle who offers you to stay at his place that is just one room above the second-hand bookshop that he owns. All of this for rent free. The book is Days at Morisaki Bookshop, and what transpires throughout the journey when you are surrounded by thousands and thousands of books is the crux of this book. Essentially, it is a journey of heartbreak, healing, procrastination. Basically, through the gradual realization and the unexpected wisdom from her uncle, our main character finds the mental healing. Most importantly, the crux of the book is the love for the books. So, this story is the prime example how reading can be soothing for you and can provide the much needed calm in this chaotic world. This book definitely brought out my dream to run a bookshop or a book themed cafe some point of time in my life. There's this side character in this book named as Akira Wada, and he continuously reads the same book again and again. The book name is Up the Hill. So the theme of the book is waiting for someone until you die, waiting for them to return to you. So this side character Akira projects his own feelings into the book, keeps loop reading this book again and again, waiting for his ex to return. However, reality hits him, his perspective changes, and the book that was his favorite now becomes the overrated, hyped, and cliche book for him. And remember, this is the side character of the book, and we know all of this about him just because the main character, the protagonist of the story, Takako, reads his favorite novel. And remember, this is only the side character of the book. We know all of this about this side character only because the protagonist, the 25-year-old Takako, reads his favorite novel. That's it. That's the all information, that's the all connection that we have with the Akira. So the idea of getting to know someone from their favorite movie, book, or piece of art rather than stalking them on Instagram and other social media platforms is beautiful. In this fast-paced know-it-all society, there is some space for patience, and I like that. And that's what moved me through this book, that getting to know someone should not be the another checkbox in your tick list. So at some point in this book, Uncle Sataru, the uncle of our protagonist Takako, asks her to promise one thing and gives her one advice that she will not be afraid to love again since she recently had breakup and heartbreak. This is not a spoiler, this comes in first 2 pages of the book, so don't worry. Love again. Even though I never had a breakup or a heartbreak, these 5 lines from Uncle Sataru just made me reflect over the theme of love. There's this another character. She is the wife of Uncle Sataru. She has very nonchalant way of entering and exiting out of the story and the screenplay of this book. Her presence in Uncle Sataru's life is very roller coaster of a thing, and that made me judge her character in and out throughout the story. Not in a bad way, but the author wrote her character in such a way that she was quirky, she was funny, but she was deep at some times, and that's what I liked about this character. That it's not a black and white kind of a character. I was on an edge of the seat when she tries to make any move, or we can't predict her next dialogue in the storyline. She's totally unpredictable. Spoiler alert, and I need to read this out of the book. Her decision in the middle of her life made me ask myself, how would I choose to live when I know that these are going to be my last days of life if I am diagnosed with a terminal illness? Don't worry, this is not the dark theme or a depressing theme, or rather, because of Momoko's unhinged and refreshing character, it quite actually is funny. There are many cherishing moments through this entire book. One of them is a wingman moment. I call it as wingman moment, where our main character Takako is in cafe, and she forgets her book in cafe. So the Akira Wada guy that I told you, who was waiting for his ex to return, tries to give her back this book of hers, but she was nowhere to be found in cafe. When he gets to the cafe owner and asks her if he knows the main character Takako, and even though Takako is a regular at the cafe, this cafe owner says no, he doesn't know her, and asks Akira if he wants to give the book back to the girl, he should visit the cafe again. And that is the perfect wingman moment. I would do the same if I have to set up one of my friend with anyone that they are interested in. So my final thoughts on this book, that this book is funny, calming, hopeful, really hopeful, with respect to the reading culture and the book culture. It will definitely make you fall in love with books again. That's what happened with me, as I was in a reading slump, and this book brought me out of that slump, as it was really cherishing to read this book. The most highlighting and fascinating thing that this book does to you is that it transports you to the Japan, the Japanese culture, the bookshop culture in Japan, the city that this book is based on. After watching this book, I have gone to the YouTube and watched several hours of Japanese vlogs regarding this city that is there in the Japan, which is mostly regarding the second-hand book stalls and all. So I'm very excited to explore the second part of this book, that is the More Days at Morisaki Bookshop, and I actually have the copy of it with me. Right now I will show you. Don't mind the change of camera angle. So this was the Days at Morisaki Bookshop, and this is the and this is the second part, that is More Days at Morisaki Bookshop. I'm sure I'm going to love it. And the writer Satoshi Yagisawa, he was there in India just few days back in the Kerala Literature Fest. Yeah, I'm excited to read this. And as far as Japanese literature is considered, I have read After the Quake from Murakami. And so I have picked this book from Murakami, that is Men Without Woman. Seems like a rage bait title to me. Let's see if I agree with his views of role of gender and the role of woman in society or not. And I have read his book called After the Quick, the collection of short stories. So let's see. And this is the non-fiction by Murakami, what I talk about running when I talk about running. So I would be excited to read this out. So stay tuned for more such content regarding movies, regarding books, regarding the social and political dysphoria in this country. Peace out. I don't know how I talked in English for. I don't know I can talk in English for this much time.